when you actually realize the way you are today is an accumulation of all the past experiences you've had, and not just those experiences on their own, it's actually the meanings you've attached to those past experiences. And when you can actually go back and find out what are the specific big events that have caused you to form the fundamental beliefs you have about yourself and about the world, that can be hugely beneficial for you. Hey my friends, Nash Mackey here, Rapid Breakthrough and Personal Performance Coach. I wanted to speak about a really important point today that a lot of people have a question around. So this is for anyone who wants to understand, is it necessary for you to go back and relive in your mind painful past experiences? Is that actually going to serve you, or is it going to be to your detriment? So having used so many different modes of healing techniques, and also being trained in so many different modalities over the years, I've heard a range of different opinions around whether it's beneficial or not when it comes to reliving past intense experiences, or as some people would label them, traumas. Now, there's a couple of important points that I want to share, and this is a broad topic. I'm going to do my best to answer as many questions around this topic that I've received in this video, but if there's anything else that you would love to clarify, please leave it in the comments below and I'm happy to create a new video on it. Now, let's just think about it like this. Your system will tend to relive painful past experiences regardless of if you want to revisit them or not. As the great book says, the body keeps score. And even though some people will say, hey, I don't want to go back, I don't want to relive that past event or experience, their bodies are kind of reliving it anyway. Now, the other point that's really important to understand is you're never going to relive a past event. It's happened, it's in the past, it's gone forever. You can't relive it. But what you can do is you can review it. And now, why would you want to review it if it was so painful? Well, again, number one, because your system is already reviewing it more than likely. It's reviewing it on a subconscious level. It's reminding you that that happened, and it's reminding you through different feelings you have about yourself and beliefs you have about yourself, which cause those feelings more importantly. And it's reminding you through beliefs you have about the world, and then feelings you have about the world as a consequence of those beliefs. So you're reliving it anyway. So why not relive it in a way that brings you understanding, that brings you that closure that you truly want, that actually allows you to take your power back from that event. Now, again, you can't go back, but what you can do is you can review intense experiences in a setting where you are being supported to actually find out what you made that event mean about yourself and how that event made you feel about the world. Now, this can be so beneficial because when you realize that certain things you are struggling with right now aren't just you, they're not just who you are, and you're not just this way. When you actually realize the way you are today is an accumulation of all the past experiences you've had, and not just those experiences on their own, it's actually the meanings you've attached to those past experiences. And when you can actually go back and find out what are the specific big events that have caused you to form the fundamental beliefs you have about yourself and about the world, that can be hugely beneficial for you. And when you realize that at the time of really intense experiences or events, you formed certain beliefs about yourself, you formed certain beliefs about the world. So going back and reviewing those events and reframing them in your mind in a way that actually allows you to take your power back is one of the most phenomenal things you can do. If you just allow yourself to run that event on a subconscious level over and over again without ever reviewing it objectively, then that event can be playing in the background, causing you to experience a lesser quality of life than you ultimately deserve. Now, a lot of people have the concern, if I revisit a painful event, isn't that just going to strengthen it in my mind? Isn't that just going to strengthen it in my memory? Now, and this comes from the kind of thinking where, as many of us know, what we practice, we get better at. But what about if we practice revisiting an event with an objective perspective, and we actually looked at it through the filter of that's not me anymore, that can never be me again. I am here and that was me then, and me then attach certain meanings to that and made that event mean certain things about myself and the world. Instead of letting that past version of yourself run the show today, which is your life, the individual you are today who's gotten through every single one of those challenges goes back and revisits that event and changes the meanings of it because you made the decision to attach a meaning. So why not attach the best possible meaning that actually serves you, move forward? So what I'm saying is you won't reinforce those old patterns if this revisiting process is done in a healthy way, is done in a way where you are being supported to objectively look at big events in your past that have caused you to experience challenges in your life now. It will be a very different experience. It's a bit like being an actor in a movie versus watching the movie. When the events happened, you were the actor in the movie, but you're no longer in that movie. You are now someone watching that movie. And in fact, you are the editor. You are the writer of the script. The power is in your hands to change the meaning. And even though we can't change the event, we can absolutely change the meaning. And when we change the meaning, we can truly change our life. So in summary, do I believe it's beneficial to revisit past painful memories? Absolutely, so long as it's done in a supportive way where your objective is to gain understanding so you actually free yourself, not to replay that pattern again and again on a subconscious level, which will tend to be the case until you close that loop. And you close that loop in your mind through understanding. Understanding is power. And to gain understanding, it's about revisiting with an objective point of view with the intention to free yourself, remembering that that can never be you again. Thank you so much for checking out this video today. So please take a moment now to like this video. Please share it out with anyone you feel will receive value from it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to this channel. I've got a heap more content coming your way. I'll see you next time.